Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Rick. Got a video today from men only. Women are upset because MGTOW is finally hitting them where it hurts. Please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. See that chow. It's chow time.
I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm in my hoe phase
Hold up, swolled up. How old are you?
right now. Happiness over everything. Where's your mind?
Fellas, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a provocative topic. Modern women upset because men going their own way is hitting them where it hurts. We'll explore the rise of the men going their own way movement, why it's impacting women so profoundly, and what this means for the future of dating and relationships. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. Let's get into it.
I'm 30, I'm single, I have no kids, and I really sometimes I'm like, is this what I'm Barbie?
Yeah. I just realized that Barbie is single with no kids, isn't she?
I'm Barbie. Hi Barbie. I get to do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want to. I don't have anybody to answer to. If I want to go spend $1,000 and get my lips done, I can. If I want to not show up to work for a week.
That's how much they spend on their lips? I'm pretty well off. Like, I save a lot of money. I'm not even willing to spend $1,000 on anything, especially lips. What the hell's going on with these people?
We can go to France. I can. If I decide that I want to save all my money and buy myself Barbie's dream house, I get to do that. Don't let people tell you that just because you're single or just because you don't have a family or just because you don't have kids or because you don't have, like, whatever your circumstances are, don't let that be a reason why you're not happy, dude.
Why are you making the video trying to explain to people that you're not, you're happy and you're not, all of this sadness and loneliness? Why? Why are you making the video in the first place if you don't care that what people think and you don't think that you're in a bad position?
Your life is great. Your life is wonderful. Your life is perfect. It's always working out for you and it's never working against you.
If you can't be corrected, you can't be directed. If you can't be directed, you can't be protected.
Oof.
If you can't be protected, you can't be respected. If you can't be respected, you can't be selected. So, here's what I think all young modern women should be given
Shout outs to you, fucking men only. That was a nice one.
as a starter pack complete with an empty wedding ring box. This symbolizes the husband they will never have if they continue on their current path. It's a harsh reminder that high-value men won't commit to someone who doesn't value them back. A hand mirror, so they can see who is truly to blame for their life's outcomes. It's easy to point fingers and blame others, but self-reflection is the key to understanding why things haven't gone the way they wanted. A tin of cat food for their future soulmate. This might sound harsh, but it represents the lonely nights ahead if they continue to push away good men for fleeting relationships with chads. A map of caves to help them find their bears. It's a playful way to say that if they keep acting tough and independent, they might as well start living in caves with bears because they're driving away potential partners. A book of DIY to encourage their strong independence. If they want to be independent and handle everything themselves, they'll need this. From fixing a leaky faucet to assembling furniture, it's all on them now. A restaurant bill. This represents the reality of equality. If they want equality, they should be prepared to split the bill on dates and not expect men to pay for everything. An army information leaflet. Equality also means being ready to share the responsibilities and risks, including military service. If they want true equality, they should be prepared to serve alongside men.
And that's the thing. They don't want true equality. They just want privileges upon privileges upon privileges.
Crash helmet for when they hit the wall. This is the moment when they realize that their youth and beauty won't last forever, and the high-value men they once ignored are no longer interested. Dating apps and modern dating culture have created an environment where many women are left hung out to dry. They've friend-zoned good men and now find themselves alone, unable to find a committed partner. These women have what they always wanted, freedom and choices, but they're unhappy with the results. They expected to keep good men as backups while chasing after the top-tier guys, but when those guys don't commit, they're left with nothing.
There's this guy at my work, right? And when I first started, he was so nice, literally was like, hey, like, whatever, how's your day? He wasn't like exactly like that, but like, whatever. He was just really nice, really friendly, cool people, okay? He told another coworker, oh my God, I like her, like, tell her and then let me know how she's feeling. She told me. I said, "Mans is not my type." I come into work the next day. I'm thinking everything's fine, everything's cool, everything's great. Literally, Mans ignores my presence. I'm not even there.
He's not your type. Why does it matter if he ignores your presence? That's the problem that you women have.
Air. I'm like a ghost. This man will not make eye contact with me. He will not acknowledge my presence. And he literally, like, it's like I'm non-existent. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Like, that's the vibe we're on now? Okay, cool.
That man stood on business.
Yeah.
He was there for one thing and one thing only. Now, I'm a strong believer in you shouldn't be frolicking, messing around with coworkers. I'm a strong believer in that, but y'all gonna do what y'all want to do. Y'all grown-ass man. I'm not your father. Do what you want. But that pretty privilege ran out, huh? It ran dry. The well is dry. The audacity for that man to give you exactly what you wanted. You rejected him. You said no. And he just let you be. The audacity. Women have been complaining about men harassing them. But the audacity of that man to comply and not harass you. The audacity. He should be stoned.
This guy used audacity so much. I love it.
He should be put in jail even. Dare I say it? He should be wiped off the face of the earth. He refused to be in the friend zone. The only way you get inside the friend zone is if you put yourself there.
You accept
He refused
it.
to be played with. He was there on a mission. The mission didn't go as planned, but he got his answer. And with his answer, he did with it what he pleased.
That's what I always say. Originally, there's a mission, but sometimes you gotta do an audible. Audibles happen all the time, man. Don't be worried. She says no. Audible to the next woman. Ignored.
So we know why she's mad. It's not that she want the man secretly. No. She wanted to toy with him. She wanted her ego boosted, but it got destroyed because he stood on business. The mission will always be the mission, and no woman's antics, games, her trickery, her sorcery, none of that will get in the way of the
Her fuckery.
mission. He stood on business, he stood his ground, and all men can learn from this situation. All men.
So here's the story. A woman rejected a man, and then she expected to get special preferential treatment, validation, and attention from him. Let's break it down. He liked her, and even went through the extra step of asking another woman to see if she liked him back. She said he wasn't her type, so he respected her decision and moved on. Now, here's where it gets interesting. She's mad because he respected her rejection and didn't continue to give her the attention she wanted. One thing I know for sure is you will always get back what you put out into the world.
Always.
She rejected him. He got the hint, and now she's upset because he didn't stick around to be a simp.
What you put out in the world is what you're gonna get back. It's such a big thing. I've had many opportunities to step on people's necks and get ahead in life and throw people under the bus, all those things. I've never taken any of those opportunities. You know why? Because sooner or later, somebody else is gonna do that shit to me, and it could be in such a devastating moment in my life. I might not be able to recover. So if I do become successful and I want to do great things, I want to pull as many people up with me, not step on as many fucking toes as possible. It doesn't make sense to just go out there and burn bridges like that, especially for us men. For us to be successful as men, you can't do everything yourself. You really can't. You need other good, strong men to have the same type of background, the same type of morals, the same type of goals as you to help build with you. That's how people become very, very successful.
Let's be clear. He did exactly what every man should do when told no.
Yep.
He moved on.
Walked away.
So why is she upset now? She's not talking about wanting to be pursued. She's mad because he's ignoring her existence after she rejected him. Nothing in her behavior suggested she wanted to stay in touch with him. She said no and expected them to still be able to work together, but the man chose to straight up ignore her existence. He knows how to play the game, and she doesn't like it. Here's the reality. Engaging with someone who tells you they're not interested is a great way to get into trouble, especially at work. This guy did the right thing by maintaining his distance. He respected her boundaries, and she should respect his decision to move on. Women need to understand that they can't have it both ways. If you reject someone, don't expect them to keep giving you attention and validation. Men have learned to respect these boundaries.
See, that's the thing. We're learning. We're learning now, guys. Drizzle, drizzle. I see a lot more videos of guys ignoring, a lot more videos of guys being less thirsty. It's wonderful. I'm proud. Keep it going.
And
Keep
it's
spreading
time
the
for
message.
women to accept the consequences of their decisions. Men, take note. If a woman says no, respect her decision and move on.
Yep.
Don't stick around trying to win her over or giving her the validation she rejected. You deserve to be with someone who appreciates you from the start.
Y'all gotta check this shit out. Okay, y'all,
What we
this
checking out?
lady is mad at this man that lives in her apartment complex for not helping her carry her groceries. He have tried to talk to her several times, but she have paid him no mind. So he finally gives up and stops. But when she needed his help, he tells her to tell her baby father to help her since she didn't want him as a man.
So this is me assuming.
This is just so funny that women reject men and still expect those types of men that they rejected to still do the chivalrous things, the extra nuanced things that men do for women. Why would they do that for you? The only reason that men do that for you is the assumption that something might be able to happen. Not saying that they're going to get something. They're just assuming, hey, maybe we'll build a connection, maybe something. This is why men do these things.
What happened? Because a lot of women, the way they turn men down, it's crazy. Like you have a stank attitude, you be a little bitch, instead of just saying no in a nice way. Like I said, I don't know how he was. He might have been aggressive or whatever the case. But I've seen females, they be like, who he talking to? I don't want him. He ain't my type. And if he not her type, she always be like a little bitch to him. And I'm sure
I tell you guys, I'm out there, see a girl, maybe miss signal somewhere, and I'm like, and then she looks at me like, man, I'm a creep. It happens, guys. It happens. Just walk away. Sometimes you're a creep. You cannot be not a creep on everybody. If you want to go out there and date, you're going to be a creep here and there. You just have to accept it.
this man probably kept trying to talk to her, whatever the case. He being real petty right now. That's why he not helping her. Because he in his feelings that you turned him down. But at the same time, he don't have to help you. So
Nope.
it's not like he owe you that because he a man. Like, he don't have to help you. You didn't want to talk to him, so he right. Whoever your man is should be helping you at the end of the day.
Let me get this right. She paid him no attention when he was interested in her, but now she gets mad when he doesn't pay her any attention when she needs help. It's not about feelings. It's about effort. He was making an effort to achieve a goal, and when that goal became unreachable, he rightly decided to stop wasting his time and energy. She claimed to be strong and independent, so she didn't need help, right? This is one of the most confusing things about some women. They treat men poorly or do unforgivable things while they're with them, but then expect those same men to come running when they need something. That's the problem with this mindset. Thinking a man is supposed to do everything for you just because you're a woman. Think about it. She was nasty to him the whole time, so he returned the same energy. That's what happens when you treat your neighbors like your enemies. She didn't see any value in him until he became valuable to her. If he had helped her, she would have likely ghosted him afterward. He dodged a bullet by maintaining his distance. Men can't.
And this is why you shouldn't be helping out women that you aren't with, that aren't reciprocating. Don't just randomly help women with groceries. Doesn't even make sense. Why does it make sense?
Win no matter what. If you try to talk to a girl, you're labeled a creep. If you don't, they ask where all the good men are. Women, you cannot have it both ways. You need help with the water, but you didn't consider him good enough to talk to. So let the dude who is smashing it help you with your water. Women need to realize that they can't treat men like this and then expect them to be at their beck and call. If you reject a man, don't expect him to stick around and help you out when it's convenient for you. Respect goes both ways.
Damn right.
If you want men to treat you well, start by treating them with respect and appreciation from the beginning. Men, remember, value yourselves and your time.
Damn
Don't
right.
waste your effort on someone who doesn't appreciate you. If a woman treats you poorly, move on and don't look back. You deserve someone who sees your worth and treats you with respect.
It's another thing that I would make illegal if I became American president for men to do in relationships. If you are in a relationship, you cannot follow Instagram models. Okay, so before you get into a relationship.
See, that's how stupid women are and so outrageous. That they want to control so much that if she was president, she would make laws in relationships. That's how much they want to control men. Really? I can't follow Instagram models. I'm not saying you should follow Instagram models if you're with someone, but
You have to unfollow them if you were following them in the first place. And
you realize women are the ones posting those things. Let's make it illegal for women to have rosters and backup plans. Oh, but we're not ready for that conversation yet.
Not.
Is it okay for a woman to be posting photos like that while she's in a relationship? For other guys to look at? Because, I mean, that's the part of the problem. Women could just stop posting these photos. If we all, as ladies, wanted, men to stop looking at this stuff, just stop posting.
Yep.
But we're okay with
easy.
it as long as it's not our man personally, right? Women are okay with it if they're subscribing to their account, making them money. But it's only a problem when a woman's in a relationship and her man is looking. Why is it that men are always the ones expected to change, but women are just perfectly fine the way they are? Are we gonna make it illegal for women to cheat too? Or
I really like this woman. She's always speaking facts.
no? Okay.
Here's the thing. It's only bad if men do it.
Yep.
Whereas the equality women are always talking about. It's perfectly fine for women to chase celebrities and even criminals, as long as they're attractive.
Chris Brown.
But when men show interest in someone they like, they're labeled as creeps or worse. The level of delusion and hypocrisy is off the charts. Let's talk about insecurities for a moment. If a woman is so insecure that she can't trust pictures on the internet, what about her real-life friends? Her insecurities shouldn't be his problem. Yet, men are expected to tiptoe around these insecurities. It's time to level the playing field. Let's make it socially unacceptable for women to call out men for things they get praised and paid well for. The legal system often acts like their protector, and marriage with modern women can feel like a contract with the devil. Women keep plenty of options disguised as friends, and that's seen as normal. But if a man has female friends, he's questioned and judged. Equality means holding both sides to the same standards. If women want to chase after their ideal men, they need to stop shaming men for doing the same. If they want their insecurities to be respected, they should respect men's boundaries and emotions too. And let's not forget the hypocrisy of criticizing men for something that women openly flaunt and benefit from. Men, remember your worth. Don't let these double standards get to you. If a woman tries to make her insecurities your problem, it's time to move on. You deserve someone who appreciates you for who you are, without the hypocrisy and unrealistic expectations.
34 and single definitely comes with its challenges. I have fully accepted that one day I might never be a mum. I have talked about that extensively with my therapist, with some of my dearest friends, and most days I'm okay with that. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just a situation I find myself in. It's funny what can even bring it on. With the new season of Bridgerton out, I thought, I'm just going to start the whole series again. And last night I was up to the final episode of season 1, and Daphne just had her baby, and literally it was just like waterworks. Hey, Moo. He's back, he's joining us. Yeah, waterworks. It really
You fucked yourself. Congratulations. You played yourself.
hit me. That's the reality of being an older, well, I'm not going to say older, I'm not old, but
You're right, you're not old, but you are older. The statement was correct.
female that's coming towards the end of her prime fertile window and being single.
Oh, you've been gone out of that prime window a while ago, Laura.
It sucks.
So, what did she do in her 20s? Well, here's the answer. She was arrogant and choosy pursuing men, often referred to as chads, who have so many options now, thanks to dating apps and the current dating culture. These men can hold a roster of women until they decide to commit. This environment was created by dating apps and the behavior of some women, leaving many women hung out to dry. Dating these days has never been harder. Some women are incredibly picky and can never be satisfied with what's right in front of them.
True.
Toxic people create their own storms and then get mad when it rains. They never realize they're the problem and always blame others for everything. Women now have what they have always wanted: more freedom and more choices, but they don't like the results. They friend-zoned you, you moved on, and now they have nobody to fall back on.
Nope.
They expected to keep you on the back burner while chasing after the top-tier men, but when those men don't commit, they're left alone. These women never thought they'd end up alone, but their own actions led them there. They friend-zoned good men and now complain about the lack of quality partners.
I just think chivalry is so funny. Men back in the day almost did everything for women, and then women felt the way about it. I can do it myself. I'm strong and independent. Now we try not to do shit for you, and now you're still upset. You're upset when we did shit for you. You're upset when we don't do shit for you. You're upset when we give you attention, and you're upset when we don't give you attention. Women, please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.